Basically, as a daycare child, I was playing with tile and tile boxes as my parents built their business in Germany.
We got married in '88, and then April '89 we decided to come here.
And we're trying to find a way to basically change our life and come in to live in a warmer neighborhood.
So got a visa, later the green card, and then July 13th, 2001 we became American citizen.
My first appointments and the proposals as we moved here, I took my wife with me to basically help to translate. We as a team together built the business from the start up, buying products, again working out of a garage.
Ralph found this building here, and it was the ugliest building on Del Prado. I mean, there are pictures, you can look at it. I was like, no way.
Was always having a dream to create a showroom, starting off at the bowling alley down the street on Del Prado. We're able to rent the old pro shop, was never longer used, built a small showroom of about 800 square feet.
But he had a vision, and it worked out. And we're so fortunate that the kids are right there with us.
My brother and I used to play hide and go seek in the showroom when we were kids. I remember coming to work with my dad, and I would only come into the shop if I could wear one of his work shirts.
I mean, I was blessed that my parents were so successful, and for 30 years now, they have this, business empire that they've built up themselves.
They have the same passion, and they learned a lot over the last couple of years.
But nothing was ever handed to us. We had to learn from the ground up how to work, how it comes. We had to learn how to honor the penny to earn the dollar, and that's how we were raised.
And then I started working part-time when I was about 15. I'd work for gas money, and I'd work every other Saturday enough to fill up my bug with enough gas for the week kind of thing. And then I started full-time after I came back from USF, so by I think 2010 I moved back and started full-time, so I've been in the shop for about almost 10 years full-time.
It's just fun watching them, grow into this business with us.
So it's a whole family operation, and everybody has a part in it, and everybody also can help out. There's always somebody to talk to, and also somebody will always answer the phone when you call.
And I think I'm the most fortunate woman in the world.
In the early years, everything was done by hand. Basically, it was literally placed into a pizza oven. In form, it's called a kiln. So the tile was placed piece by piece. Today, it's completely computerized. Factories are usually built where the raw product for the clay body is present.
Tile comes from all around the world. We prefer to come from Europe. Europe seems to have that niche of quality and also professionalism that they have always just kind of set the standard. It's just a reputation that they have, that they make the best stuff.
We only buy first quality, top-notch tile that we're proud to put our name on, that we put in our own homes. There's nothing in the store that I wouldn't be proud to put in my own house, quality-wise.
Also, we stock and we import tile directly from the manufacturers. A lot of times, many people don't do that. They have to order it from a wholesaler. What we do is we talk directly to the manufacturers in Europe, and we say, hey, we want to order that container of that, whereas others can't do that. That's why we want to offer that service to people, is that they can come in, they like that tile, we can provide the tile for the entire home for them.
A lot of people come in and say like, oh, I heard Trebing was expensive. I heard Trebing was the most expensive in town. And that's so not true. It's a complete misconception. That's not who we are. We're incredibly competitive price-wise. I only carry first quality tile, so I don't carry the super cheap builder grade stuff or the super cheap stuff that you're gonna find at an outlet store that they're getting rid of and is a second quality and it's a discontinued product that they're just trying to get rid of. That's not how we do things.
We have so many options of tile. There's so many choices from, bathroom tile mosaics to pool tiles to the average house tile. And so instead of having the customer wait, 2-3 business days for that tile to come in, we want to be able to say, hey, you want to take it home now?
Literally any finish, any texture, any dimensional impacts, anything you can think of has been done. And if it's not, you can order in a small series of a mosaic creating a picture of your own car, your favorite pet, boat. There's any artwork, so you can use it on the exterior of your house on the lanai, and the weather, rain, humidity will have no impact on it.
Wow, Well, we still get up at 5:25 every morning. Ralph is the first one here.
We only work half a day, so I always say. It's 12 hours.
Every day is very, very different. I love helping people design things. Every day, every customer has a different vision, a different home, a different personality, different decor.
But you kind of have to get an idea of what do they like. Do they like the old rustic way? Do they like the new modern way? Do they like kind of a neutral way? Do they like a flamboyant, wow, in your face kind of deal?
I have a hard time picking things for my own house. I'm the customer that's difficult. Like I take things home 100 times and I make my husband crazy. But it's fun. I mean, some customers are super decisive. They come in, they walk in, that's it, that's what I want, I'm done.
Customers come in, I always say you need to do at least 3 trips. The first one is shocking because you really don't know what you're looking at it. It's like standing in a forest and you cannot see the trees.
You have to figure out what they're feeling for, what their house is, it almost helps to say, what kind of car do you drive? If you like a loud, flamboyant sports car, hey, let's do something crazy, let's do something modern, beautiful. If you're more of a neutral person, we have a lot of neutral colors, tiles, that kind of just blends in, that makes the house comforting.
We set up appointments, we come out. Again, actually seeing the surrounding obviously helps me too when I come into somebody's house to measure up and also can give them effect ideas, what it will do, which direction to run, for example, some different shaped tiles because it can influence a room, make it longer, make it look wider, make it bigger. Some textures, finishes have different effects of sizing, so you want to have the golden medium between all of it.
The customer is his priority. He wants the customer to be happy with what we are doing, and he's very proud of the jobs that we do, and he stands behind 100%. And if something goes wrong, he's right there to apologize and make sure that it's done right.
I always say, do what you say. I think it's a key item when you go to somebody's house, that you not promise something that you cannot keep. And if something should change, make sure the customer knows first and care. And then in general, it's a very simple system. Again, there's nothing nicer when we leave from the customer. We say is speechless. I think speechless is a part of what I like to have because they cannot believe how overwhelming it became, as we kind of know in a way how good and cool it's going to look. As we kind of also have a big part in it, and being very proud from the sales staff, how advised you in the right direction, to the installer, who is very proud being setting the standards in the industry for the quality of craftsmanship. And then basically again, leaving a customer, but then seeing next week or months or a year later running into him at the grocery store or at a restaurant, and the customer gives you a hug and says how great and how cool the whole house is. And we have to give new ideas, because obviously when we finished one, that's done for our generation, so we need to see if we can get them maybe to do the next project, from a pool deck to a backsplash to a shower model.
Tile isn't just flooring or walls to us, it's literally a work of art. They take pride in what they do, they're careful, they're perfectionists. It's important to us. I mean, once we're gone, we don't see it again, but we know that you're gonna live with it every single day. We want to make sure it's perfect. If we're gonna put our name on it, we want to make sure that it's what you want and make your dreams come true for your floor. They take their time. I mean, they've all studied tile for a very long time. We've installed hundreds of thousands of square feet all over the city and county, all the way out to the beaches. I mean, we're careful with what we do. We don't just hire anybody, some random sub, to install your tile. I could install a lot more tile if I had a bunch of subs, but that's not how we want to do things. We want top quality, the best of the best.
We want to offer the best services we can, from the showroom to the job site to the whole way through. We want to be the absolute best you've ever dealt with. That's our main goal, is to be the best.
I think Ralph and I were smart enough to let the kids take over one step at a time.
Everybody has their part in it, and so there's no, there's a lot of respect, there's no question, but it goes in both directions. And we drive, there's no question about just not stop till we have it, and I believe that's why customers come back to us. So the whole team is after the same goal.
What I love about it is the change, to see the customer's reaction, to walk into a home, that might be 30, 40 years old, that you say, wow, and see their face and see the reaction of turning something that's old and run down to something completely new, modern, beautiful. That's the best part about the whole job.
We all love what we're doing, and I think it shows, especially Ralph. I don't think there's any person in the world who knows more about tile than he does.
Our motto since the very beginning that my dad has always used since probably still in Germany, was only the best. Only the best products. We only have first quality products, only the best for the installation department. We don't want to come back, we're going to do it right the first time. So only the best.
I always tell my employees it's very important that you do what you say you're going to do, treat the customer like you want your mom to be treated, and everything else happens by himself. There's really no magic to it. Just do what you said you're going to do.